morning. It is Friday, October 25th. My name is Karen and this is BobbleHeadKnits. So welcome everybody. It has been a while since I've done just a regular old vlog with going out and about. So I'm sitting down in my office. I'm off today and I'm going to share what I've been up to as far as my knitting and a little bit of life stuff too, but that'll come later. So let's start. I am a knitter. That's all I do. I knit. And I have a finished object. All right, so if you watched last week's, well, I guess it really was this week because I posted it like on Tuesday. There's a video that I just posted about my weekend of knitting and cooking. And I finished my husband's birthday gift. It was a few weeks late. Yes, it was. But it's done. Here it is. This is the Painting Brick Scarf by Stephen West. My husband's birthday was October 6th. I finished his last Sunday. A little behind. What can I say? Turned out beautiful. I do have a few areas where I changed or slip knit stitches when I should have just kept knitting or vice versa, but it doesn't matter. It just looks like it's part of the pattern. So it looks good. There you go. I'm gonna hold it up properly and try to get a real thumbnail. There we are. All right. So I used yarn from the Mill Region Veendam in the Netherlands. I got the yarn when I was at Stephen and Penelope's this summer. I used also, well, I'll start with that particular yarn, and I will show it to you. I have on all of these the ones I'm going to show you now basically are all, I have about 47 to 48 grams left, so like almost half. They were 100 grams skein. That is, hang on, I'm looking. Yeah, Orange Emperor. You can't buy this yarn online through Stephen and Penelope's website. There must be some place that you can get it, but yeah, I had to get it in the store. So this is Green Power. It is, I believe, 100% wool. And actually, I was going to look that up because I was thinking, oh, I can use these others to make some socks, but I don't think I can. I don't think there's any. Oh, there is. There's nylon in here. So it's superwash mulesing free Italian merino, 75%, and 25% nylon. So I could use these to make some socks, some beautiful fall socks next year, maybe. Could happen. You never know. Hang on. This is Orange Princess. It's actually just a, whoa. Okay, they've gone everywhere. There it is. It's just like a mix of all the colors. Sorry, I washed my glasses and I just realized there's water dripping down my glasses right now. It's kind of the hot mess that I am. All right, this is Yellow Orange. Actually, I think it's any Schilder is the name of it. It's Yellow Orange. There it is. And then I also had, let's see, guess about 31 yards. Yeah. About 31 yards left of, this is Jamieson and Smith double knitting, and it is just a brown. So yeah, so all those are gonna go in my pile of minis. I'm not sure, I might actually keep these separate and then seriously do a sock with them next time I am feeling like knitting some fall socks. Actually, I'm just gonna stick them in my my bag of sock yarn, which I haven't shared lately because I haven't been knitting socks, sadly, but I'm going to get back into it eventually. Yeah, okay. All right, next up. All right, so this actually, before I go away, let me tell you how much it used. This actually used 7.62 skeins of yarn. That was 1,562 yards. I don't know what that is in grams, but it used a big chunk of yarn, so that was good. I'd like to say that was all out of stash, but it wasn't. That was yarn that I bought this year in, was it July, I think? All right. That is the only finished object I have. So I have many whips, but I'm only going to show you the ones that I'm currently working on or plan on working on in this coming week. So I'm going to show you my new Caston. And my new Caston is something I plan on casting on. Hang on one second. I'm going to pause you. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. All right. I paused you because I forgot to get my handy dandy list of projects. Hang on. Got my good marker. Okay. All right. So the number 2 on the list was the gnome make-along. I didn't even do that, so that was a big failure. Steve's scarf, I was trying to get done by October 1st. I did not, but I did get it done. So we're gonna cross that off. My flax is next on the list, not happening. Way down, let me see. Oh, way down, due December 20th, is a gift hat. That is what I'm working on, and I'm gonna show you. That is, I just went ahead and casted it on now. Cast. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, okay. So I went ahead and cast it on this week because I needed something mindless to knit on when I'm sitting at my computer waiting for work to happen. Not while working though. Okay. This is the Oslo Hat, and it is, hold on, let me tell you what yarn. It's by Petite Knits, and I'm knitting the, I want to say it's the medium. I'm knitting it in Stranded Dye Works Merino DK. There it is. That's all I've got knit so far. This is the colorway Pigeon Fancier. And Stranded Dye Works, Jude at Stranded Dye Works, no longer dyeing, but he is still on YouTube sharing his escapades with his new house with everybody. Rewilding Jude is the YouTube channel, and I watch it religiously. It's very cute. He is not planning on going back into dyeing, but he's just a delightful person. So I like watching his channel. So, and I love seeing what he gets up to. He bought a new house in Scotland and with a little bit of land, and it's like a fixer-upper. So he's taking us along for the ride. So if you're into that kind of thing, go check it out. All right, so Pigeon Fancier is this yarn. It is beautiful. And this is a Christmas gift for someone. So I'm making the Oslo hat. I am going to modify it slightly. My recipient has a lot of hair, and so I'm going to do a hole at the top for her ponytail. She likes to put it up when she is wearing hats, so that's going to be her hat. It will be done way before December 20th. It's just something mindless that I can knit on when I don't really need to concentrate. And so I needed to have one of those kind of projects on the needles. So that's it. All right, next up, I'm going to show you the one that I need to get done this weekend. I'm not going to do another weekend video this weekend showing you my whole weekend and my attempts to finish a project in a weekend because, well, one, that's a lot of work, and two, I'm sure you're all tired of seeing me. So I'll just show you what I'm doing. So this is the Grin Grinning Ghost by Susan Claudino. Yes, that is neon green, yellow, glow-in-the-dark yarn. I'm knitting it in loops and thread, and the colorway, I don't actually, I think I've selected the wrong color on my iPad, or on my, what is that thing? My Ravelry. So I'm just gonna look it up. It's DIY Glow Cozy. And this is the colorway Neon Yellow. There it is. Yes, it's really that bright. And it's glow in the dark. I am at the point where I need to attach the arms, which I have separate. And then after I do that, it's just knit, knit, knit. So it should be fairly easy. I should be able to finish it this weekend. This is going to Attacus, my grandson. My grandiose plans, which I laid out on my list over here, have changed considerably. So I had originally said I was going to make 3 of these. One was for Attacus, and the other 2 were for his cousins. And the reality is I can't get all of them done. I don't want to get all of them done. Nothing against the cousins, but this yarn hurts my hands. So they don't know about them. So I'm crossing those off, and I'm only going to do Attacus's, and I'm going to get it done this weekend. So that one will happen. All right. Another thing I had on this list was my flax sweater. That one is at a standstill. It's just kind of sitting there waiting for me to win the lottery and not have to work and be able to just knit all the time. Sorry. All right, the next one I have is another Christmas gift, and I decided I should just get this one done because I just need to do some sleeves on it. There it is. It's a flax sweater for Attacus, and I am knitting this in Big Bad Wool Wee Packa. Hang on, let me tell you the colorway. It is in Skunky. There it is. Softest yarn ever. Yes, and I just need to do the 2 sleeves. I think I should be able to do that. I'm gonna mostly work on this next week after I finish the ghosts this week. So hopefully next week I will have this done and be able to show you. All right, when I finish the ghost, I will take a picture and show you next week, but you aren't gonna see it live unless I can steal it back from Attacus. It's just not the softest yarn, and I don't know, kind of over it. Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna finish it, that one, and leave it at that. Okay, but the Wee Packa yarn, I want to talk about that. It's Big Bad Wool Wee Packa. And that yarn, I've knit now 2 flaxes with it, couple hats. Love that yarn. So highly recommend if you are interested in getting some yarn for baby projects or little kid projects. Perfect yarn. All right, that's it as far as whips, and yeah. I did get some acquisitions in, and I'm gonna wait to actually count those or show you until December because they are part of my advents have come in. So I have I think 4 advents. Can't remember. But 2 of them have come in. So, but I'm not going to show them to you. I also maybe on an impulse bought some yarn from Beach Bum Fiber. That's on its way. So next week I should have it to show you. And it's actually Halloween yarn. So I will use it next year for some Halloween something or other. But I just went and looked at that at her, what she had, and I saw that and I was like, oh, I gotta get that yarn. Maybe fell off the wagon on the low buy year. So, sorry. Happens. All right. Other things. Okay, acquisitions. I have none to actually show you, but I did make some. I guess that's it as far as the yarn stuff. So 9 minutes as far as knitting. Not bad. All right. As far as life stuff, well, I know some of you are probably leaving now because you don't really care about my life, and that's totally fine. So if you are leaving or if you are staying, either way, I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. That would just help me out a lot. You can also follow me on Instagram and Ravelry as BobbleHeadKnits, and on Goodreads is BobbleHead Reads, I believe. I don't remember what I called myself there, but you can go down and look in the About section and the information section on this video, and I will include, or I have a link to my all the other social media. All right, for those of you leaving, hopefully I will see you next week, and I'll have more finished objects and some acquisitions to show you, and new whips, no doubt. All right, for the rest of you, this week was relatively busy with work, but overall quiet, if that makes sense. No big drama or anything like that. Trying to think. I feel like you already know everything that went on in my life last week, but I guess it was just last weekend. So the rest of the week was just a lot of work, hanging out, not a whole lot else. This weekend, same thing as last weekend, only instead of knitting on a scarf, I'm knitting on a ghost. But I am also going to be watching Attacus here in about an hour. I've already seen him once today. I went over to get some ice, which I'll talk about in a second. And I went to get some ice, and he was wandering around the house babbling, and he stole half of my bagel. It's okay. I knew he was going to, so I just brought both halves and gave him the half I wasn't eating. Oh, to be 18 months old. All right, so he had a tragic accident yesterday. Tragic. He was out with my husband. They were over at my mother-in-law's house, and he was helping by carrying this little keyboard around that my mother-in-law was trying to get rid of, and he got all excited, and he started running, and he was out on the concrete, and he fell, and he basically like skinned his whole face. It's so sad. He's okay though. I mean, it's just like the skin. It's not like he didn't break anything or teeth didn't fall out or anything, but my husband felt awful. I was working, and he sent me a picture. I was like, oh my God. So, but his mom and dad were cool. You know, they know that stuff's going to happen. So he's okay. I'd like to say it looks better today, but it doesn't. You'll probably see at some point a picture if you follow me on Instagram, because he is going to the neighborhood Halloween in the park this weekend on Sunday. Everyone's going, but I'm not going because I have to work. It's a late afternoon thing, and I work until 5:30, so I'm gonna miss it, but they're gonna stop by. He is dressing up as Mayhem from the insurance commercials. We got him a little suit, and gonna do his hair up, and then he doesn't need his face done up so much because it's already all like scratched up. So he's fine though. But I will post a picture, and possibly next week I'll also flash one here, so you'll get to see him. All right. What else? Guess that's it. Yeah, I'm just doing my usual weekend puttering around the house, laundry, cleaning, all that kind of stuff. Gonna get to some things that I didn't get to last week. I apparently now have the cooking bug after I made all the cakes and lasagna last week. So this weekend I'm going to make some soup, and I also have a pasta recipe and an apple crumble. All of this, however, is contingent on me having a working refrigerator. Yes. My husband is currently out in the kitchen playing refrigerator repairman. So I don't know what's gotten into him, but you know, he was a TV repairman. I took that job away from him. He wanted to try to fix the refrigerator. I'm like, go ahead, whatever. Might be buying a new refrigerator this weekend. Actually, what happened with the refrigerator is the ice maker broke, just the ice maker. And so I've just been going, I like to have ice in my coffee and in my water. Yes, I'm spoiled that way. So I have been going over to my son's house to get ice every morning. He lives 4 houses down. So it's not, is it 4 houses? 3 houses down. It's not a big deal, but my husband and my son have both been like, oh, we could fix that. We could fix that. I'm like, yeah, right. So they tried to fix it like 2 weeks ago. It didn't happen. They decided, well, my husband decided he would unplug the thing, pull it out, do all the things. So he's doing that now. Yeah. I was worried that he'd plug it back in and it wouldn't work. He did plug it back in and it's working, but we don't know if it's going to make ice. So if it doesn't make ice, I can continue to go down the street and get ice. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's what's going on at my house this weekend. All right, other things. Guess that's really it. Not a whole lot. My life is boring, I'm telling you. It's pretty quiet. All right, books and TV. I have been watching a little bit of TV, mostly just kind of watching on the sly while my husband's watching TV. But there were a couple things that we watched that I was going to share. One, we watched the series Bad Monkey with Vince Vaughn. I think it's on Netflix. It's based on the Carl Hyacin book of the same name, and it was really good. If you long to go to the Florida Keys, this is the show to watch. Yeah, it was really good. It's basically a detective who is on a case, kind of, and yeah, just the story of that. What else we watched? Oh, we watched another Netflix show called Eric, I believe. It was like a mini series. I can't remember the actor's name, but it's the guy who played Doctor Strange on the, I don't know if it's Marvel or DC, whatever those movies are. And he plays a dad. And then this kid goes missing in New York City back in the, I want to say 80s. And kind of the story of how the family goes about finding him. And it was pretty good. It was kind of, there were moments at the end that I was like, this is stupid. But up until that point, it was pretty good. But the rest of it was fun. Yeah. And then last night, I had no intention of doing this, but we ended up watching a movie called, I want to say it's called The Brothers. And it's with Peter Dinklage and Josh Brolin. I'm trying to think who else was in it. Oh, Brendan Fraser's in it. And it's pretty funny. It's about these twin brothers who were raised in a life of crime, and one of them has moved on from that and one has not. And yeah, it was good. All right. So I've been watching a lot of TV. Books. I finished a book. If you watched last week's, well, the episode I posted Tuesday, you will know that I finished the book, The Guest List by Lucy Foley. And that was a book set off on a remote Irish or Scottish, I can't remember, Irish or Scottish island, and it's this power couple is getting married, and it's the kind of the there's a murder mystery in the middle of the wedding. So it was pretty good. It was a good book. It would not have taken me as long to read it, but I got just waylaid by all the things that life has been throwing at me. All right, so right now I'm currently trying to finish Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. That's another book that I started months ago and just now trying to get around to finishing it. So hopefully I will be done with it this by the end of the weekend, but we'll see. All right, I have to go because I am hungry because I only got half a bagel. It's 9:30. In an hour, I have to go watch Attacus while his mom goes to an appointment. So I'm going to try to get this uploaded and get on with things. So I will be back next week with hopefully a regular episode. All right, everybody have a great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.